Hey everybody, here we are again. Day 17, chemo day 17. Sorry about the last one, cutting it short. I got a little emotional talking about my friend Bali. Just miss the guy a lot. And it's hard to talk about sometimes. Anyhow, today was a good day. A few changes here. Decided to just be done with it. Just falling out and getting all over the place. Really unnecessary. And so Nurse Lynn was really cool. We did a little mohawk. I'll use that on my thumbnail. And then we just buzzed it. And I went extra tight. She had it kind of spotty. She did a good job, best she could do, but I really just took it down to the nub. And yeah, I don't know. I like it. Feels so good, actually, in a way. It's just kind of showering was nice. So different. I've never had this since ever that I can think of, since I wasn't in the military or anything like that. So anyway, one thing I was going to say today, I went through a bunch of mail today. And a lot of my mail was from my insurance company. And I'm like, oh God, let's see what we got going here. And one thing I did a couple years ago, I had this little heart scare. I was on my bike and just feeling like I couldn't push real hard. And this was like 2 years ago, did a bunch of tests. And everything was pretty good. My heart wasn't perfect. I had a enlarged thickening of the wall and kind of enlarged heart a little bit. And it's typical, I think, of a lot of cyclists too. People that ride a lot for many years. Not that I'm some super athlete or anything, but I've been riding for a long time consistently. And my cardio is pretty damn good. But at that time, my insurance was a Blue Shield PPO. And it was an older plan, and it kind of sucked, man. I had to pay a lot of deductibles and everything. And so about a year after that, or 6 months after that, I upgraded my plan to a Blue Shield plan, also PPO, thank God. It was a silver 1750, they call it. And I am so glad I did that. And that's what my kind of recommendation is, man. Reevaluate your insurance when you're getting old. Now, it wasn't cheap. I'm an independent contractor. All my income is 1099. And, I'm paying like $1,500 a month. So it's not cheap. And, so many times I thought, man, I got to get this stuff cheaper. I need to look into the HSA thing. Georgie's been telling me, you got to do that. And I'm going to do that. But I guess my message is reevaluate your insurance if you're getting older, because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Because I was going through my bills and everything luckily is in network here for me. And I just hit my deductible and everything's just paid for. I mean, in some big numbers I was seeing on those bills, crazy numbers. And I just couldn't imagine having crappy insurance right now. So, I don't know if anybody can benefit from that. If you're thinking about it and you're on the fence about it, you might want to reevaluate it. You just don't know. I don't know, just fall on your bike or something, break a limb, or God knows what. Car accident, who knows? Stuff happens. So anyway, so Nurse Lynn buzzed my hair today. Felt liberating in a way. I like it. I think it looked pretty good. Cue ball. Demetrius, Georgie, Benny, all my cue ball brothers. I feel like could be Demetrius's brother. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's a handsome boy, man, and I mean, I'm not looking too bad myself right now. But I don't have a lot more today. Same old stuff, GI stuff. Kind of boring. You don't want to hear about that. Same old thing. I had a nice visit from David Barron and Georgie last night. David brought me some cool stuff. some cool little toys and things, and some necessities, and t-shirt and beanies, and just a super cool care package, man. It was really nice seeing that, brother from another mother, my Jew bro with a fro. And so yeah, what else can I talk about? That's about it. I'm just kicking it now. I'm gonna order up some dinner. I feel real good, no pain, just GI stuff. Kind of gotta run to the bathroom once in a while. It comes on fast, better be ready. But it's all good. Luckily, I'm untethered a lot of times now. I'm not on a constant drip or whatever. I do get my platelets. They up my platelets to 30 threshold now. I mean, if you look at your platelets normally, I think 150, 60 is more normal. I'm at 20, and then they bump me up to 30. That's crazy low. So any little bleeding, anything, it's you don't clot. I did get some news today from my the floor hematologist saying bone marrow biopsy on day 21. So 4 more days, 4 more or 5 more days, I'll have that. And what we're doing is we're checking for my bone marrow, make sure it's dead. We want my bone marrow to be empty, dead bone marrow, and that's a sign of progress. And I'm sure it will be. I mean, the chances are pretty low. And so then at that point, I kind of should be starting to rebuild normal cells in my blood, and it's kind of like a remission process. And then we're waiting on some DNA results from my bro, and also just the international search. And then the final step in this thing is another 30 days in the hospital here. Hopefully I'll get on the bay side, view of the Golden Gate Bridge. The bay is supposed to be just beautiful over there. I'm pushing for that because the internet connection and phone connection on this side sucks ass. It's a bunch of industrial shit next door. And so I'm going to see if I can request that. But then, so that 30 days, that's bone marrow transfusion. I've talked about that a little bit. Basically, it's blood, and the stem cells are in there, and I just get it in my room, just like getting a blood transfusion. No surgery, no nothing. I just get it. And then they test a lot of blood draws where they're testing to make sure what's happening with all those cells and adjusting medications to ensure that my body's accepting things properly. So we'll play it by ear. I'm closing in on that bridge. The next bridge is bone marrow biopsy, day 21. Then the next bridge we will be crossing is the bone marrow transfusion, and that's my insurance policy. That's going to get me some reassurance that this shit's not coming back. And I like that because I want to carry on with my life. I got a lot of plans, a lot of things I want to do. I want to see my mom. I want to just continue on. I feel like my life's getting good right now. I'm getting comfortable financially. I've been saving for years now. Trax Factory is doing good. Had the best month ever this December. I mentioned that. It's kicking ass. It's still going. Still got, 10 days or whatever left. So wow, I'm just pumped on that. I'm gonna have to send more inventory out actually, so I got to figure out how I'm gonna do that. But all the bros have been good, so I'm sure somebody's gonna step up and move some boxes for me. I think that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much. Love y'all, all the support, everybody reaching out, all the stoke. It is very, very meaningful, and it means a lot. I love getting those little messages on my YouTube feeds. I love getting the texts, people telling me anything I need, any help they can provide. People from my work reaching out, which is amazing. My work family at Abco Laboratories, and wow, it's just been really amazing. And so I feel super loved and I'm blessed. So I love you all. And until next time, all right, I'm out.